Hello and welcome to Austin, Texas, one of our favorite stops on the tour. And today, Darrell K. Royal Stadium is packed and revved up, ready to make noise for the Texas Longhorns. This is not just a regular matchup. Battle of top 10 teams, two teams colliding early in the season. One team can make a strong statement about the season ahead, as we'll see the number 6 team in the country, the Utah Utes, taking on the 5th-ranked team, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The Longhorns will kick this away to start us off. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. They get him down after a short return, but the offense will go to work at the 44.
When the first play of the game, the defense comes up with a turnover. Good job of mixing up their coverages, showing one look, going to another. I think they confused the quarterback. He puts it right into coverage, and they're able to capitalize.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
When you throw an out route against man coverage, man, it puts a premium on a receiver who can set up the defensive back to be able to still have room to get to the outside and be timed up with a quarterback. That was great execution.
Close to the tight end. Caught near the goal line. And he will score. Touchdown, Texas. They'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. And they'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Offense takes the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Ball handed off. Breaking free at the 35. Finally brought down after a big gain. Moves the ball all the way to the plus 48.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball, pick up yards like this, really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
The Utes will line up on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. And the second effort there will earn him the first down.
You know, offensive linemen are... They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And then first down, right back to the running game. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. And the Utes are going to cash in here in the red zone. A handoff to the back. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And they convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Try and muscle for the first down. And the Utes are moving quickly down the field.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Utah.
Boy, as a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
And the extra point was up and good. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Eludes a tackle. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Now it's second down here. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Dropping back, it's Douglas. Testing the defense with a throw downfield. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Longhorns. But they'll try to add the lead now with a PAT. The extra point is good, so it's 14-7. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And the kickoff will be a return. And the returner will be brought down. And the Utah offense takes the field. The The last possession was just old-school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. Heading left after the handoff. They get him to the ground about the 18-yard line.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. And he'll just lob this pass into the middle of the field. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown, Utes. Just ran away from the defense.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
Automatic on the PAT. Now they get set to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. The Longhorns offense takes the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn on the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns their last possession. Offense appeared to be confused about the snap count there. It'll cost him 5. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down here for this offense. And they'll use the ground game here. Finds room at the 30. And we're able to get him down. Important second down play coming up. Looking downfield, it's Douglas. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
You call it quick out on third down. I think that tells you the confidence you have in the quarterback to be able to make that throw. And on top of that, a little surprised the defense would give that kind of cushion to be able to give him room to pick up that first down.
Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this first quarter run out.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score tied 14-14.
First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. And this offense picks up the first down. They tackle him at the 44.
Well, when you play zone defense on third down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the first down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
Gets some space around the 30. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Texas. Kicking team on now for the extra point. He knocked through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. Patriots offense takes the field. Each offense has been clicking, scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. Sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently of protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
A tough situation with the offense. 3rd and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
Oh, and he's got a crease here. Look out. And a returner brought down by that coverage team. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. In that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. Pitches to the back. Breaking free at the 35. He's tackled after a big gain. Picks up a first down. Great execution on the option. But the big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back, just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right, and then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain and a first down.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least pick up some positive yards.
Back to throw. It's Douglas. Bringing pressure. And he cannot escape the defense with a sack.
Good pressure here by this defense, but it felt like the quarterback held on to the ball a little bit too long to come up with that sack for the D.
And the coach elects to send out the field goal unit. And it's good right down the middle. And they add to their lead. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away.
Yeah, I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the Utah offense takes the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. He's going for a big play downfield. Deep shot caught out of the 20. Touchdown, Utah. This offense cannot be stopped.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And they stop him short of the 25 there. Offense begins at the 22. And the Longhorns offense takes the field. They love to stretch the lead here with a touchdown. Had to settle for 3 last time. busts the spin move. They'll tackle him at the 27.
It's a good, solid gain, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. He's moving out of the pocket. He'll throw it now. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up. Longhorns will have to kick it away. And he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And we'll see what he can do on the return. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain on the return. And the Utah offense takes the field. Last possession, a one-play lightning strike with the big touchdown pass. Can the defense make adjustments here? On first down, it's play action. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Well, he was close to getting to that corner and picking up some big yards, but the defense does a good job of getting him out of bounds.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And here's the handoff. Breaks loose at the 40. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back.
For the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball inside the 10-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
So here we go, third down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. Can he make it to the marker? And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a 1st and goal now.
Chris, that last carry puts him now at 100 yards for the game, where he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop in front of him, then use that burst to pick up some good gains today.
1st and goal. Great chance to take the lead before halftime. They'll try to run this one in. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Man, it's 1st and goal. You're thinking about trying to score. You're looking at positive yards, and instead, you're going backwards. That's going to set up a very important second down call here.
Ball moved back to the 4 for 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Utes.
Well, the defense, to me, looked like they may have had a bust. So much focus on the perimeter, worried about the receivers. They lost focus on the tight end. He's wide open. An easy read for this quarterback for the touchdown.
Extra point up and good, so it's 28-24. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. They'll run it here. That's the running back with the ball. Only a small game. Now looking at 2nd and 9. The Longhorns will come to the line and crank up the tempo. Back to pass. It's Douglas. Defense is coming after him. Slides to avoid the big hit. First down, clock stops for a moment, but no huddle here. They've got to hurry. He'll hand it off. Breaks loose at the 40. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. It's a huge gain down to the 16 in one play. They've suddenly become a threat to score. Longhorns have 1st and 10 here.
Yankee Blue! Yankee Blue! Dino!
Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's 2nd down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
42 Spider!
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Running out of time in the pocket. Looking to scramble. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns. But they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. PAT puts them up 3. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Utah offense takes the field. We'd expect a prudent decision here, backed up near their own end zone. Just run the clock out and get to halftime. And it's incomplete, even in a 1st down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Good adjustment here by the defensive coordinator. Let's face it, it's been a tough game so far for this defense. They've given up a ton of yards and touchdowns through the air. This time they figured out a way to affect his timing, and they get the pressure to hit him before he can make...
Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down, just to get everybody on the same page. And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. Oh, here comes the reverse. Finds room at the 30. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. At the 20. Past the 10. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Utah.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
Here's the point after attempt. PAT is good, so they lead the shootout now 35-31.
That makes the score.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break.
Texas.
And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there.
Texas Longhorns will take over. 1st and 10.
Looks like one more play here before halftime. They'll change the pre-snap look now. And looking to throw now on first down. Looking for his big tight end. He's got a man down the middle. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. The game moves the ball past the 40, sets up another 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Scanning the field, it's Douglas. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. They can't come up with it there, and that's going to do it. Time runs out in the first half. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Utes will kick this away to start the second half. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. The Longhorns offense takes the field. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. He's moving out of the pocket now. He's hit right as he throws it, incomplete.
How about the defense's effort here? You're dealing with one of the more athletic quarterbacks in the country. Anytime he scrambles, you better have 3 or 4 guys pursuing the football. They do a good job of affecting his rhythm by pressuring him to the whistle.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Different pre-snap look from the linebackers now. Caught quickly. Gets some space around the 30. They bring him down to the 38, but that's good enough for a first down.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. To the air, it's Douglas. The pocket breaking down. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
The offense will look to regroup here at 2nd and 11. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Catch made on the out route. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. Longhorns looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Shotgun formation here on 3rd down. He's moving out of the pocket. Hit as he threw. He's going deep here. Catch made. It's a big play inside the 30. That's a big gain. The offense is threatening that. Spot the ball at the 22.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
The Longhorns pick up enough for a first down here. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, that's going to cost you.
To throw, it's Douglas. There's a shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Texas. And they go in front here in the second half. They will try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT puts them up 3. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. And the Utes offense takes the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. And the single back takes the handoff.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
They're back behind the quarterback now in the pistol. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Crucial third down play coming up. Now the offense will spend a timeout here, wanting to come up with a perfect call on this important play coming up. Crucial third down play right here. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And that one's picked off. What a play. Big takeaway. Now looking for a big return. Crosses the 10. Brings the interception all the way back. Touchdown, Longhorns.
Man, what a play by this linebacker. Just sitting back in zone coverage, does a really good job of reading the eyes of his quarterback, anticipates that throw, steps in front, and walks to the end zone for a touchdown.
And the point after is good. Kickoff team's on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Utah offense takes the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Caught on the outside. It's Sampson.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Looks to the left for a quick throw. And he pulls in the catch. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Goes to his right side there for the completion. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield of the 48.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
The Utes with first and 10 here. From the gun, he looks for an open man. They've got him. Defense comes up with a sack.
That takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, And another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
This offense faces a 2nd and 15. The O-line needs to regroup. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Breaks loose at the 40. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
He'll be wrapped up on the scramble there, settling for a short gain. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. There's the handoff. And that's a solid gain before the defense is able to bring him down.
Well, that's another good run for him, but what else is new? That ought to put him right at 150 yards for the game. He has really made his presence felt today.
Crucial. 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can he keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? They'll try to run for the first down. And the Utes are moving quickly down the field.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a 3rd down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on Old Reliable with that offensive line, and they come through for you.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill curve.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. You're right. He shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
A run to the left, trying to find Pater. Gets back to the line, but no closer to the end zone than that.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about 3rd down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here. Whether they run it or throw it, you get a stop here and maybe you hold them to 3 points.
So here we go. After a long drive, it's 3rd and goal. Can they punch it in or settle for 3? And the quarterback dropping back, looking to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Utes.
Boy, what a job by the offensive coordinator going to that 5 wide receiver set, creating the one-on-one matchups, finding the most favorable matchup, and then going to that receiver for the score.
PHC is good. They still trail, though.
That makes the score. Texas 45, Utah 42.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
Texas.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. up at the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. They'll run it to the right side. And he's wrapped up short of the marker there as the time runs down here in the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Texas 45, Utah 42.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. It's a run. Running back's got it. Spinning out of the tackle. And that broken tackle will earn him first down yardage.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10?
Flip. Here we go. Rip it.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. One man at the backfield, and he'll get the football. That gain enough for a fresh set of downs. Spotted at the 48.
And that's going to be a first down. And really, Chris, kind of surprised here in the fourth quarter not to see this defense dial up some pressure. They're just sitting back in the base, making it relatively easy for the offense to pick up a first down on the ground.
Longhorn starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Linebackers moving around trying to confuse the offense. Handoff running right. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8.
And I like the run play here. And offensively at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Ready up.
2nd down after that run on the previous play.
Let's go.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. They'll get him, but he put the spin cycle on that defender. Wow.
Good call here by the offense to be able to pick up this first down. And, Chris, it makes you wonder, with under 3 minutes to go in this game and trailing, the defense sitting back in their base, I thought they might be in a little bit more of an aggressive mindset, turning the blitz loose, trying to create some plays to get the football back.
On the junior, gets home, making a sack there.
You know, a lot of times we get caught up, Chris, in the one-on-one battles with the receivers and the DBs. Here's a great example of up front, the offensive line and the defensive line. Who wins that battle? This time the defense wins it, and they get the sack.
Good job bleeding the clock on this drive so far. They'll come up on a 2nd down.
Jackrabbit.
To the air, it's Douglas. Trying to extend the play. Quarterback looking to scramble. That's a nice scramble there, a big gain, but not enough for the first down.
Well, that's a big-time scramble by that quarterback. My gosh, if you're the defensive coordinator, you got to be scratching your head. You had him at 2nd forever. You take away everything downfield, and this guy picks up these yards by running the ball. Now, it's 3rd down. You better make up for it right here.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Interesting call here, Chris, to throw the ball on 3rd and short. Unable to come up with a first down. Now here at 4th down, you got a big decision to make. Do you kick the field goal just to add to the lead, or maybe go for this here with a chance to drop the hammer?
On the
Leading here late in the game, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to keep possession and stretch the lead.
Ready. Hawk, hawk.
Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Lets it go quickly. Oh, and it's incomplete. It's a turnover on downs. Crucial moment late in this game.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this fourth down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
And the Utah offense takes the field. They'll try the right here. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. And looking for a big play here. Pass hauled in near the 10. Touchdown, Utah. They jump in front here in the fourth.
Well, this is why they love this guy so much, is when it's crunch time, he makes plays like this. What I love is the quarterback knows all I got to do is get the ball in his hands, and he can do the rest of the work and get it all the way to the end zone. Great play.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. The last time they went forward on fourth down, didn't get it, and ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. He's going to take off. You get him down, but that's a good run, enough to move the sticks and keep this drive going. Longhorns hustle to the line to run the hurry up.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is going to get after him. They get upfield. They have a great pass rush. What do they create? Space and running lanes. And he takes off and picks up some nice yards.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be?
Get set, get set.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. Tackle made, but it's a huge gain all the way to the 33-yard line. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. He hands it to the back. Good enough for first down yardage.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
The Longhorns begin a new series here, 1st and 10.
Flex. Here we go.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play.
Go, go. Longer.
From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. It's a quick grab. Tackled pretty quickly, but that is a decent gain on the throw.
Man, give the defense a lot of credit. You're taking away the elite receiver. That primary target forces the quarterback to find a second or third option. He gets positive yards, but anytime you can take away the big play late in the game, it's going to help you be able to secure victory.
Freedom, freedom. Down. Yankee blue. Get pilot. Ready.
On the ground, it's Burks. He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a 1st and goal now.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
It's 1st and goal. Can they punch it in and take the lead?
Squirrel. Acorn, acorn.
Handoff here from the shotgun. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here.
Well, I'll tell you what, this guy's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. And here we are, late in the game. He needs to continue to play with that consistency, and that's a great example that he's up to it.
Urgency here in the fourth quarter. They must cut into this lead. It's third down and goal. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. So trailing in the final quarter of a close game, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. And they're trying to punch it in here. Touchdown, Texas. They go in front in the final minute of play.
Boy, just a great job here by the offensive line and the running back to be able to get this ball into the end zone late in the game like this, now in the fourth quarter to give them the lead.
Point after, not quite through. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Looks like the returner will try and field this one. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Utah offense takes the field. Interesting strategic decision. They've got some time to work with. Will they play for a field goal or take a shot at the touchdown and win it here? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for the wideout. And he's got his man open downfield. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Just a heads-up play by this wide receiver to recognize where the first down marker is and then to get out of bounds to save time.
Looking to throw it on first down. And now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
I don't know if people understand how hard it is to defend against a deep ball in man coverage like that. But this defensive back did it perfectly. Turns his head back just in time to find the ball to ensure that incompletion.
Now the offense here needs some big plays to give the kicker a chance here. The clock is a factor. They look to throw it here on second down. Looks like he's going to run it. The defense gets him, but it's a first down. Shows you how dangerous he can be scrambling.
Good enough for a first down.
And the Utes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Now a timeout is taken with just 5 seconds remaining.
Timeout, Texas.
Quarterback now all alone in the backfield. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day. Well, really entertaining one. It was fun one to call. They get the W, Kirk, in a shootout.
Not much to criticize for either of these teams on the offensive side. Well, they put on a great show. But for the two defenses, especially the losing squad, you can't imagine their coach